leave that blank.
Young man, are you poking fun at me?
Of course not. Whatever made you think such a thing?
Because my name is Blank. Bertha Blank.
How do you do, Miss Blank? Please believe me, I was not making fun of you. I merely asked you to leave that blank space for my last name, because I don't have one.
Nonsense. Everybody has a last name.
Everyone but me.
But I must put down something.
Fine, put down something, jack something. I like that.
This is most irregular.
But then I'm not a regular guy.
Now look here, Mr. or Mr. Something. If you really want the Busy Bee Employment Agency to find you a job, you must cooperate.
I'll try.
Now, what experience have you had?
Experience?
Job experience. What's your line of work?
I'm killing giants. I'm a giant killer.
I'm warning you, sir. I would not put up with any of your bad jokes any longer.
But I'm not joking. I'm a professional giant killer.
I'm going to call the police.
Don't bother. They already know about me.
They do?
Certainly. I already offered my service to them, but they don't need a giant killer.
Is there something I must attend to in other office?
Oh dear, you're afraid of me. Please don't go. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
But you're a giant killer.
An ex-giant killer. I've been slaying a giant for centuries. At least not the kind they had in the days of King Arthur.
King Arthur, now I know you're out of your mind. I'm getting out of here.
Please, Miss Blake, I can explain everything.
Don't try to stop me. Help! Help! What's the matter, Bertha? This man, he's a madman, a killer.
Now, please, ladies, I can explain everything.
Get me out of here! Run for your lives! Now, Bertha, don't get hysterical. He looks like a harmless fellow. Who are you, young man? What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get a job in your agency as recommended.
What is your name?
Promise you won't panic if I tell you.
Miss Brown and I are not the panic type.
Okay, I'm Jack the Giant Killer.
I'll bet you are. Jack the Giant Killer, indeed. What are you trying to do? Tell us a bedtime story? He means it, girls. He's a dangerous character.
Oh, nothing of the sort. Even when I was at the peak of my career, I always shied away from violence. I usually arranged matters so the monsters would destroy themselves.
Sit down, young man. You're beginning to interest me.
Thank you, Miss
Burton. I am the president of the employment agency, and my partner, Miss Brown, is the first vice president, and my other partner, Miss Blank, whom you have already met, is the second vice president. That's why we call our agency the Busy Bees, Burton, Brown, and Blank.
How clever, and I'm sure you would find me a job if you would only listen to me.
We never had any calls for a giant killer.
That's why I'm out of work. There just aren't any more giants. At least not the kind they had in the days of King Arthur.
Well, there's that giant they're always putting into new washing machines. And that other one, the jolly green fellow, who raises vegetables. But they're all friendly giants. You couldn't kill them.
You still don't understand. I never liked the job of giant killing. I only went in as a public service.
A public service?
Take my first giant. Cormoran was his name. I had to get rid of him because it was devouring all the crops and cattle from Roseland. If he lived much longer, he would be our farmers would have been ruined.
I hope they were properly grateful.
Oh yes, they're the folks who named me Jack the Giant Killer, and I still have the magic sword they gave me. And then the next giant old blunderbird had a castle filled with prisoners, so I did away with him and set the victims free.
A real rescue mission.
Right, and that's what I like best. Do you have anyone in your files who needs rescue?
Look through the card index, Bertha, and see what you can find. Basically, every help wanted knows is for a plea of rescue. Tired mothers want to be rescued from too much housework.
Help me, I want no housework. I want a man's job.
Perhaps something in the technical files. Bertha, look under the T's. T, tailor, taxi driver, taxidermist, teacher. Wait a minute. What about that teacher who was in here yesterday? What was her name? Miss Good, look under the G's. She was a damsel in distress. I remember her. She was a damsel in distress, if I ever saw one.
What was her trouble?
The children, all of them. But you wouldn't want that, y'all.
Why not? I love children.
Not these children. Listen to this. Wanted assistant English teacher to instruct children who are bored, careless, disorderly, exasperating, forgetful, giggly, headstrong, impolite, jittery, mischievous, outrageous, quarrelsome, ungrammatical, wiggly, and zany.
A giant lives in that schoolroom!
What are you talking about? We agreed there aren't any more giants.
Well, there must be! Only a giant can with such power over innocent children! You must rescue them at once!
This is not the age of knighthood, Jack.
Nevertheless, I smell a giant! 3, 5, 4, 5. I smell the blood of a giant by gum. And furthermore, I think I know who it is.
What are you doing?
Get my equipment ready.
But you don't even know where the school is.
I do now. This is my know-it-all cap. Aha! I was not only right. The cat has not only told me the location of the school, but has also confirmed my suspicions. The giant who holds those children in his power is the wicked old blunderbore.
But I thought you had slain all the giants.
There's always one who gets away. This is the second son of Blunderbore the first. He was only a baby when it came to his father's castle, so I spared his life. I must have known he'd cause trouble.
Why are you changing your shoes?
These are my magic slippers. They will take me as swiftly as the wind, and with my magic sword, I will slay the wicked Blunderbore and set those children free. I swear before the sun is done, I'll grant as much as my